here. Now 8:15 is when the doors open. 8:15 is when the doors open. And for new people getting there, getting the money in your machine and getting up the stairs, you know, I'm thinking if you could target for around 8:15, anybody that would come. We are scheduled that our first speaker is going to be Eugene Ralph. And whoever was here when Eugene Ralph spoke or does not know him, he's a good speaker, he's black, he's passionate, and he's going to speak about the disproportionate effect that fluoride has. And then I'm going to have a document that he's going to hand out that is a FOIA release document that just came out showing that there's been some holding of hands to kind of squash the civil rights aspect of it that was coming up in Georgia. Okay, so he's going to talk about that. Then there's a young man, his name is Brian, and he's tall and thin and white, and he comes here quite often. I'm just describing him because a lot of people don't know names. He's going to speak on fluoride, and he's basically going to talk about our meeting on Monday a little bit. He's going to challenge them to the fact that, you know, you guys are going to be voting on this, and it seems like you should need, you know, you have an opportunity to hear more information on it, to have an educated, you know, vote on this. And yeah, so he's going to appeal like that, and then my sister Michelle is going to be there. She's going to be the third speaker. Yeah. So we have 3 speakers. They're already in.
What point is she going to hit?
I've got to talk to her about it. I'm not sure yet. You guys can give me some suggestions. Basically, probably we have to still have her talking about the fact that they need to be more knowledgeable about it. The thing of it, I don't know, what would you suggest? I'm going to write it. So she's going to, she'll do budget.
Yeah.
Could talk about the fact that Chappie Kadane is talking about why. You know, why spend money on something?
Well, not just budget, but the issue of the liability, personal liability, and the potential for the insurance rates of the city to go up should somebody decide to sue them after they vote in January on whether or not to renew the fluoride.
That's true. Now, we've said this before.
Just mention my name.
The thing we have said this before.
That was a hat tip to you.
And also, too, along those lines, what they've told me from the headquarters and what Dr. Osmondson, who was the former, he's the dentist that's coming that was former pro-fluoride, and now he's not. He was talking about, and I'll probably write this for her, which we needed to address, and probably this is perfect. I'm glad we're talking about it, but you'll like this, is the concept that when the fluoride, when the hydrofluorosilicic acid comes, and they now put it in the water, they're now considered a manufacturer, okay? Now, what they had me do, and when I first came back from Washington, D.C., I did it. I had it's not a FOIA request, it's an open records request on a local level, and asked the question, however I worded it for them, it's like, at what time or in what way have you ever notified people that have purchased water from you of the chance of getting fluorosis? And they wrote back, like, never. So they haven't put a disclaimer on their product, because right now they're considered a manufacturer. See, go ahead.
Have they notified their city employees that handle the materials?
Yeah, it's very dangerous.
Because what I found out today is I talked to Midlothian, who does not fluoridate. I talked to the plant manager that operates the water. He says it's the #1 reason they don't do it. Right on the hazmat label on it, it says chronic exposure to this will cause skeletal fluorosis.
Wow. Can you get that in writing?
Yes, I've got it in writing.
You got it in writing. Okay.
It will cause skeletal
Here's
fluorosis.
that. If you give that to me, and then any other background, we'll talk about this later.
And Goodwin has used that hazmat document as, when she talks through, if you've seen her, she says, okay, city council, let's do a consent form. You agreed to this and this and this and this now. Enjoy your water.
Where did you get this from? Where are you repeating this from? What, did you talk to the people in Midlothian, or you saw?
I know I talked to the people this morning.
Awesome. Give me all that. We won't get off onto it, but that's probably where we're going to go with it. So that's perfect. That's what Michelle is.
Can you get the media to pay attention to you? I've been there several times and talking to you. What can we do to get their attention? Can you make an announcement that you have something important to say?
all the media.
Oh, good.
So, but, yes, sir.
Well, you haven't had time to look at the list that I sent you, but there are about 100, 150 media outlets that I
I
work
saw
with every
that.
year. And right now, I think that the 5 or 6 that are on there that are geared towards the Hispanic community, if we couple that with the disproportionate type of information, they're going to show up on Monday night.
Will you help with that? Will you just take that on? If you, all you do is get to those 5, but let me tell you what we've got. We have the guy from, what's it called, Lusa? It's Latin. He's a friend. Lulak. He's my buddy. I mean, when I was in Washington, he said he'll do anything for us, and he's down in San Antonio. I don't know if we can get him up here for this weekend, but he's willing to do anything. And I couldn't get him on to speak before the council, but if we could get him, if these groups would know he was coming, we'll get him here. Okay? Help me work on that. He is a powerhouse. He's very animated. He's very good, and he'll speak in Spanish, and he's a revolutionary. He looks like Zapata or something. I think his group is called something like the Little Zapatos or something. They're kind of like whatever. So yes, remind me so that I talk to him about that. Okay? So it's not Zapatos. It's what's Zapata?
Zapata, it's true, Zapata
Well,
is the revolutionary.
The revolutionary guy. Yes, Aaron.
I just wanted to remind everyone, Dr. Orly Tabes has a federal court case on October 29th in Brownsville, Texas, and would appreciate any support she can get.
What's going on?
It's for the medical reasons for not allowing illegal aliens. To stop-
Orly Tates is a dentist from Russia, yes? And she's been very vocal about trying to alert people to a lot of problems, very much so about the illegitimacy, whatever the word's called, of Obama. Right, so, and she's been all over the country trying to do court cases and get things before. But the court cases are difficult, which, by the way, guys, the person and the people that are working on doing these real law cases aren't going to be like me. They're already in the works. They have lawyers working on this. They're setting up a case, and they're feeling very strong about what they're doing. So that is going to happen. We don't even have to do it. I mean, the big dogs are getting this, the ducks in a row.
Do you know when any of those cases are going to be filed?
Not yet. I imagine in about maybe 4 months or something.
Yeah, if you can get even an estimate on that.
Okay.
Because what you can do before you go meet with this committee for the city council, if you can just get a ballpark, say, look, when you said your sister's going to speak?
She's doing that on Wednesday. That's
Yeah,
what it is,
if you
Wednesday.
can get just any
I
hint
see.
as to when some of these court cases are going to come down,
Yeah.
share that with them. Say, look, this isn't us. This is coming from big national groups with lots of money. And we know that they're going to start filing these cases sometime in the next 4 to 6 months, whatever it is. I hope Dallas isn't on the list for your sake.
Yeah, that's true.
And just leave it at that.
Yeah, kind of a, let's call
And
it
you
a
have the
veiled
ability,
threat.
you have the ability to make sure Dallas isn't on the list,
Yeah.
is the way to put it.
That's true. That's
And
true.
it's not a threat, it's just saying this is happening. Do something about it.
Okay,
I
yes.
just wanted to say that I want to try to be there with you, and I support you in this. I was just making a general statement, because the timing is important. When you do what you do.
Agree.
And the spiritual timing, because I'm always so quick to want to just end something. This has to stop, but you encourage me to be patient and to plod on, and that's where I think the victory comes,
Amen. I hope so.
So
I hope so. It's a plan.
I wanted you to know that I wasn't dissing you, and plus I haven't been here.
That's
So
true.
I am
That's true.
I do want to try to be at these 2 events,
Okay.
because I don't
Good.
work on
Well, I
either of
hope
those
so.
days.
That's awesome.
And of
And
course,
get
if
other
I would
people.
like to,
And if you
if
don't
you
like
need me
your
to
son.
sing or anything, let me know.
Okay, it's a deal. It's a deal. So any of you can twist your arms as family. So now you can pass this around, because basically it was talking about how to show up at the city council on this Wednesday morning by even 20 to 9, okay? Because if you wait until even 10 to 9 and that chamber is full, you've kind of wasted your trip if you want to be in the room while these 3 people are talking. So if anyone can come.
How many people coming?
I don't know. I just put it out there. But
said 3 are speaking, right?
3 are speaking. They all get 3 minutes apiece. So you're out of there by 10 o'clock.
So how many we have now?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you raised your hand too.
5, you gonna be there, Randy? I'm 6. Okay, well, at least 6. Yeah, thank you, about 6 people that we know of from here. That's
And we
good.
have the tags, I still have the tag.
Do you have the tag? That's awesome. If we don't, we don't. We're in and out pretty
I want to
soon.
make sure Eugene has the thing that I never got a chance to give him. It's from the fans. It says, Andrew Young, Lula,
Okay.
Alvita King, blah, 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 blah.
I have the letters and all that, yes, yes.
Well, it's a webpage. It's their content.
It's good stuff.
Okay, remind me of that too, do you mind? You're
Well,
the secretary
Are
tonight.
we gonna have
You pass
signs?
this out.
Are you gonna have
No,
signs?
we're not doing that.
No
what we're-
protest?
No protest, it's not a protest. We're just hoping that we can have some people in the chambers to support the speakers, to clap when they're done, because we're gonna turn this into a YouTube later, right? This is good. And then politely leave when we're done, okay? So, what the bottom part of this is